It's that some good wrestling happened, Bop. It's that. What up, party people? Scoot you, aka the sleepy one, here to bring y'all the review, the recap of none other than NXT Vengeance Day 2022. Off the bat, the biggest complaint I have, this should have been a pay-per-view. I understand, sorry, premium live event. I understand Elimination Chamber is this weekend. That's fine. They should have did it last week or the following week, but this should have been a premium live event. This would have been fire, commercial free or whatever. But it's fine as a theme show. Not mad at it whatsoever because all of this is leading towards NXT Stand and Deliver. First up, starting it off, we get Pete Dunne, aka Petey Poppins, versus Tony D'Angelo in a weaponized steel cage match. What? Basically, it's a cage match with a shitload of weapons in it. And boy, were they using them toolboxes, crowbars, um, cricket bats, chairs, tables, the cage. All of it was used. It was overkill anyway for the fact that it was a cage match. But to make it weaponized, um, it ended with Pete Dunne getting his revenge. He smacked Tony D with the crowbar in the gut, hit him with the bitter end. Pete Dunne gets the W. I'm pretty sure this feud is over with, considering what's going to happen a little bit later on in the night. I'm pretty sure this feud is officially done and in the books. Surprisingly, they let Tony D'Angelo lose his first major feud. Surprisingly. Next up, we get a training montage between Raquel Gonzalez, Cora Jade. Raquel calls Cora Jade at like 5 in the morning, like, hey, yo, Chica, we need to go work out. Cora's playing to the whole, there's a 5 a.m. Why are we up so early? What are we doing? So, Raquel put her through this rigorous training for the women's Dusty Cup that starts next week. And they're going to be, I guess, kind of like the mismatch team / how are they going to fare situation. So I don't know how it's going to end ultimately with them two. But yeah, training montage. First title defense of the night, Toxic Attractions JC Jane, Gigi Dolan versus Indy Hartwell, Persia Parada. Pretty solid match. Wasn't good, wasn't bad. It was a pretty solid match. It didn't feel like a title change was going to happen here because it seems like what they're going to do with the women's Dusty Cup is open to all. They're not doing it like with the men, where the men gets a title shot. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Like I said, the Wendy Choo situation. Yeah. I'm gonna lean on this side to make it sound like I'm, sleeping on this side of the screen. But yeah, so I don't know if it's because I don't know if Toxic Attraction will be able to enter the tournament themselves. I don't know exactly how they're doing. I guess we'll have to find out next week. But pretty solid match. It ended with them taking out Parada on the outside, and then they distracted Indy because she was about to hit Pretty Savage her springboard elbow. But then it ended with Gigi catching her, hitting her with a kick. Then they hit their high-low finisher. 1, 2, 3. Toxic Attraction still remains. Now this NXT Level Up, officially 205 Live is done. And NXT Level Up is replacing it. Now, if you've been kind of keeping up with it, this has already been a thing. They already been doing this since they kind of moved the cruiserweight title on the on NXT itself, because they've been already having people here and there. Like they started introducing the women, they started introducing other superstars, because a lot of superstars you don't see on NXT usually have been wrestling over there. People like Amari Miller had a lot of matches over there. Lash Legend has some matches. Nikita Lyons, who's debuting officially next week, she had a couple of matches over there. A few of the male superstars before they sit. So this is kind of like the whole dark elevation NXT level up. It's officially rebranded and it premieres Friday at 9 on Peacock. Next up, we get the Grayson Waller and LA Knight segment. So, of course, Grayson Waller, his thing was since LA Knight touched him, he was going to have him arrested. So actually, Knight was already in the ring. Waller comes out with 2 cops saying, I got the footage here, arrest him, blah, 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 blah. Knight was like, obviously, you didn't read your own restraining order. So Knight was like, let me show you the footage. And it shows the footage of Waller attacking Knight. And he was like, if you would have read your own restraining order, not only can I not touch you, but you can't touch me. So now with that, restraining order's out the window. He gets a chance to beat him up. They officially announced next week is going to be Grayson Waller versus LA Knight. I was about to say Grayson Knight versus anything else happened in between that? Wendy Chu asked Dakota Kai to be her tag team partner in the Dusty Cup. We'll see how that goes. Second title match of the night, we get Carmelo Hayes and Trick, aka the A Champion, versus Cameron Grimes for the North American Championship. Good match. I hated that they kind of got made Trick get involved so much, but of course it was gonna happen with his homie being there. Ultimately, they had some good false finishes because they was both hitting some great stuff to make it seem like and then there was times like this Grimes gonna get that belt up off of him. Ultimately, of course, it ends with Carmelo hitting his top rope leg drop, which I forgot what they named it. Dropping dimes. And 1, 2, 3, Carmelo Hayes retains. Now, I was alluding to later on in the night, they show Hayes and Trick Williams walking in the back. Pete Dunne coming out of the trainers area. So it looks like Carmelo Hayes and Pete Dunne might be a thing that's going to happen. Next up, we get the finals to the Dusty Cup. We get MSK versus the Creed brothers, or the Brothers Creed. They each had promos earlier in the night to show why they're going to win. They even showed, of course, the vignette of what happens, the recap of what happened in the whole tournament. Once again, banger. MSK, great on their end. Creed brothers, great on their end. They went back and forth. This was a scrap. They did it. They went back and forth. Ultimately, it ended with the Creed brothers, which I love how the Creed brothers do the same finisher, which is that whole low clothesline when the opponent is sitting up, and they both do that move, which is amazing that they both have the same finisher. That's ultimately how it ended. Like I said, they pulled out all the tricks, especially MSK. They hit all the moves. Creed bros, they hit all the moves. So of course, Diamond Mines, Creed brothers get the 1, 2, 3. They're the 2022 Dusty Cup winners on the male side. Of course, Bivens was losing his shit because Diamond Mine is forever and Bivens is forever. Malcolm Bivens is forever, for life, forever. Bivens, Diamond Mine. Let's go. And from that, next up, Imperium. They was randomly in the ring. They was congratulating Diamond Mine for winning and for the fact that they have to deal with Imperium and they're gonna lose. Gunther was trying to talk, and the crowd was chanting Walter to antagonize, and then Solo Sikoa comes. Solo Sikoa was like, "Fam, I understand you think this mat is sacred and all that, but I'm about to smack you, my guy." So I don't know if they booked the match for next week, Solo Sikoa versus Gunther, but it's going to happen. Then we get a promo from Dolph Ziggler and Tommaso about how, because apparently Tommaso was on Raw, distracted Dolph and everything. So they each had their little promos towards each other. And officially, we're going to get Dolph Ziggler, Tommaso Ciampa next week. That comes up during this because the main event of the night, we get Santos Escobar versus Braun Breaker NXT Championship. Shout out to Santos for the Eddie inspired gear. Mwah. Back solid match, especially for Breaker's first defense. Only thing I hated about it, it was his first defense, so it was like I doubt they're gonna make him lose it on his first defense since they strapped the rocket on him day one of NXT 2.0. Day one, he had the rocket strap, so seriously doubt he was going to lose. But solid match. Of course, Legado had to interfere. And when Elektra Lopez tried to interfere, of course, the ref was distracted. Ziggs comes in, super kicks Braun, tries to get the pin. Santos tried to get the pin, kicks out. And then Ziggler's outside going crazy, like, that should have worked, blah, 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 blah. Then eventually led to Tommaso coming out. Him and Tommaso fight their way out. And then ultimately it led to Braun hitting his like little pounce, shoulder block, spear, all of the above. Hits his finisher, 1, 2, 3. Braun Breaker retains the NXT Championship. So the way it's looking, everything now is on its way to Stand and Deliver. Most likely we're going to get Creed Bros versus Imperium at Stand and Deliver. I can see potentially Carmelo and Pete Dunne at Stand and Deliver. I don't know if the women's finals from the Dusty is going to be at Stand and Deliver, since that's going to be all the way in April. I doubt it. Maybe another women's tag team title shot. And also, too, it looks like EO and Kaylee Ray are going to be officially partners. I don't know what's next for Mandy. It don't seem like nobody right now is stepping out to be Mandy's challenger since she beat Kaylee Ray. Because it seems like it's going to be more of Kaylee Ray and EO going to be trying to take the titles from Toxic Attraction. We shall see. What else? Maybe we might get Dolph Ziggler versus Braun Breaker at Stand and Deliver, or maybe Dolph Ziggler, Braun Breaker, Tommaso at Stand and Deliver when it happens. But this was a pretty solid theme show. Like, I think if I felt it could have went ahead and been a premium live event or for our Black and Gold takeover, it could have been that, but it's fine. It wasn't bad. Overall, solid matches, worth watching. Of course, they had the little fluff in between, like different interviews and this, that, and the other. But from the 5 matches that were on the card, it's worth watching. Definitely. Because right now we're on that road to Stand and Deliver. That's going to be their big show. That's going to be their WrestleMania-esque show. And we'll see how it goes. But basically, in a nutshell, that was NXT Vengeance Day 2022. Solid show, solid watch. I was not disappointed. I think you won't be disappointed either, So go watch it. I mean, 2 hours. Let's watch it. Oh, also, that was the benefit of being on Sci-Fi. They were able to do the main event commercial free. And I want to say the first match was commercial free as well. So I guess that's the benefit of being on Sci-Fi, is that they can end up doing things commercial free. But hey, it's worth watching, like I said. It's your boy Scoot Chew. But you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to get ready to catch these Z's. Yeah, dope. But before I catch these Z's, let me, you know what I'm saying, let me sleepily give a too sweet to the fam out there. Shout out to Dizzle. Shout out to Jaeger. Shout out to all the tag fam. Shout out to Juggernaut 097, who still holds our crown, still holds our championship. You know, we gonna get that back. You know, whether you loved it, hate it, don't forget to rate it. Thumbs up, thumbs down, perfectly ups. 2 of them. Like, share, comment. Let us know what you thought about NXT Vengeance Day. Also, do us the biggest favor, dude. Tag that subscribe button. Because you know what I'm saying? You're going to get content. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get quick tags. You're going to get hot tags. You're going to get like this, a quick hot tag. You're going to get tag me ins. You might get random videos, but you got to tag that subscribe button and welcome yourself into the family. It's the best way to do it. Just welcome yourself into the family. But thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. Checking this out. Until next time, good people out there, be good to yourself, be good to one another, and don't forget to tag the fucketh out. Good night, everybody.